feel like shouting.
Woo-wee! Candlelight, here we come!
Oh, I do hope I look festive enough. There it is! Canterlot! Oh, isn't Canterlot wonderful this time of year?
Yeah, I wish it was Hearthwarming Eve every day. There's so much to look at. I feel like my darn eyes are gonna pop right out of my head.
I have an idea. Let's play I Spy with my little eye as we walk. I'll go first. I spy an 8-foot candy cane.
I spy a snow pony.
I spy some pony eating a gingerbread house. It's me!
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony.
I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its magic with me.
Big adventure.
Tons of fun.
A beautiful heart, faithful and strong.
Sharing kindness.
It's an easy feat.
And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends? I can't believe that Princess Celestia chose us to put on the most important play of the season. Do you guys know what an honor this is? For all of us? Oh, I wish she hadn't honored me quite so much. I can't go on stage. I don't want every pony looking at me.
Fluttershy, darling, there's nothing to feel nervous about.
No?
Of course not. All across Equestria, ponies are preparing their own pageants for Hearthwarming Eve in their own towns. It's tradition.
So you're saying they'll be too busy to come to our play?
Well, no. We're in the Canterlot pageant, the biggest, most important production in all of Equestria. A lot of ponies will come to watch us.
A lot?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Maybe even thousands. Oh, my hair! Applejack, be a dear and shut those windows, will you? Rainbow Dash! Rainbow Dash! Thank you! Thank you! It's a reenactment of the founding of Equestria. It's not the Rainbow Dash show. Well, it should be the Rainbow Dash show. I'm the star.
Fluttershy, you've got to come out of there.
Curtain in 2 minutes.
Twilight, let me handle this.
My hair! The Hearthwarming Eve pageant is about harmony and friendship.
Shut the window!
Once upon a time, long before the peaceful rule of Celestia, and before ponies discovered our beautiful land of Equestria, ponies did not know harmony. It was a strange and dark time, a time when ponies were torn apart by hatred. I know, can you believe it? During this frightful age, each of the 3 tribes, the Pegasi, the Unicorns, and the Earth Ponies, cared not for what befell the other tribes, but only for their own welfare. In those troubled times, as now, the Pegasi were the stewards of the weather. But they demanded something in return, food that could only be grown by the Earth Ponies. The Unicorns demanded the same, in return for magically bringing forth day and night. And so, mistrust between the tribes festered, until one fateful day, it came to a boil. And what prompted the ponies to clash? 'Twas a mysterious blizzard that overtook the land and toppled the tribe's precarious peace. The normally industrious Earth Ponies were unable to farm their land. Earth Ponies were freezing. The home of the Pegasi fared no better. The Pegasi were hungry. And the unicorns were freezing and hungry. Even the unicorn's magic was powerless against the storm. Each tribe blamed the others for their suffering, and the angrier every pony grew, the worse the blizzard became. And so it was decided that a grand summit would be held to figure out a way to cope with the blizzard. Each tribe sent their leaders. Daughter of the Unicorn King, Princess Platinum. Ruler of the Pegasus, Commander Hurricane. And lastly, leader of the Earth Ponies, Chancellor Puddinghead. Perhaps the three tribes could finally settle their differences and agree on a way to get through this disaster.
Brother, all I want to know is why the Earth Ponies are hogging all the food.
Us? We're not hogging all the food, you are! Oh wait, you're right, it's us. Well, it's only because you mean old Pegasus are making it snow like crazy!
For the 100th time, it's not us. We're not making it snow. It must be the unicorns. They're doing it with their freaky magic.
How dare you! Unlike you Pegasi ruffians, we unicorns would never stoop to such a thing. Hummerful. Well, if you non-Earths are gonna stop using your weirdo powers to freeze us all, then I'm just plumb out of ideas.
What a shocker! An Earth Pony with no ideas.
Commander Hurricane, please cease with the insults.
You're not the boss of me, your royal snootiness.
I beg your pardon. I am a princess. I won't be spoken to that way.
Well, I'm leaving first.
No, I'm first.
And the blizzard raged on. So the summit of the tribes did not turn out as well as hoped, and the three leaders returned home to lick their wounds and basically complain.
Attention! Well, aren't you curious about how it went?
Oh, Commander Hurricane, sir, how did it go, sir?
Horribly! Those other tribe leaders are so disrespectful. Don't they realize that we are a mighty tribe of warriors and should not be crossed? We have got to break ranks with those weak foes.
Clover the Clever, I need you! Yes, Your Majesty. Did the other pony tribes see reason as I predicted? Those other tribes are impossible! I, for one, can no longer bear to be anywhere near those lowly creatures. The unicorns are noble and majestic. We will no longer consort with the likes of them.
Wouldn't it have been easier to use a door, Chancellor?
Maybe for you, Smart Cookie, but I am a chancellor. I was elected because I know how to think outside the box, which means I can also think inside the chimney. Can you think inside a chimney? I didn't think so.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, hold on to your hooves. I am just about to be brilliant!
That'd be a first.
I have decided that the Earth Ponies are gonna go it alone!
Oh, so you mean the other tribes didn't come around? Shoot, I really thought we could get through to them if we...
Don't worry about them. We're the ones with all the food, right?
Actually, we're all out.
Fine. Then we'll have to go somewhere new where we can grow some new food. And with me as our fearless leader, what could go wrong?
Where should I start?
The point is, we must find a new land!
Come on, Private Pansy. Let's get a move on. Hup, one, hup, two. Get a hold of yourself, Private. We cannot let anything distract us from the mission at hand. To find, and if necessary, to conquer a new land.
Conquer, sir?
You never know where enemies might be lurking.
I don't see any enemies, Commander. Just snow.
Aha! Who's that? Okay, this is getting old.
About 5 minutes, Your Highness.
I never imagined finding a new land would be so hard. But it'll all be worth it. Don't you agree?
I actually think that the 3 tribes could have tried harder.
Stop!
What's wrong?
That is what's wrong.
Your Highness, it's just a stream. We can cross it easily.
I refuse to get my gown wet. I have no intention of arriving at my new land looking like a bedraggled Earth Pony, or worse yet, a rough and tumble Pegasus. I, for one, have no intention of stooping down to their level. On the other hand, I have no trouble watching you stoop down. And do watch the gown, darling. It's worth more than all of the books in your library.
Yes! This is definitely the right direction.
It feels like we're going in circles.
But that's impossible. Are you suggesting that I'm reading the map wrong?
Absolutely not, Your Chancellorness. It's just that there are holes in the map and...
Of course. How else could I see where I was going?
Yeah,
Or talk. I need to be able to talk. I mean, how would we survive if I just suddenly shut up?
Heaven forbid that should happen, Your Chancellorship. It's just that the map is also upside down.
I got a news flash for you, Cookie. The Earth is round. There is no up or down.
You're right. It's such a relief to me that you're in charge of this map.
Relief? You don't need relief. If any pony needs relief around here, it's me. I'm a chancellor. I'm a big shot. You're just my,
Secretary.
Whatever. You take the map. Will I enjoy some relief?
Yes, Chancellor Puddinhead.
And so, each leader encountered obstacles along the way. But eventually, they all arrived in the new and wondrous land. No pony had ever seen paradise before.
This is the new land we've been searching for! What a view! I can see my future house from here.
I proclaim this new land to be... Pegasus! I've never seen such jewels. This ruby is dazzling. This whole land is dazzling. I'm double dazzled. In the name of the unicorns, I hereby dub this land Unicornia.
The air, the trees, the dirt. This dirt is the dirtiest dirt in the whole dirt world.
And fertile, too. Perfect for grown food.
In the name of the Earth Ponies, I think I'm gonna call this new place, Dirtville.
How about Earth?
Earth! Congratulations to me for thinking of it. We found our new home!
I planted my flag first. Did not. Did too.
I planted mine earlier than first.
All of you riffraff are trespassing in Unicornia. The name is Pegasopolis.
Earth!
Pegasopolis! Unicornia! I say we fight for the land. May the best pony win. That's barbaric. Clover the clever, throw that root into the dungeon.
What dungeon? Look, perhaps if we all calm down.
I agree. Let's all calm down.
I vote for calm.
I'll have you court-martialed for insubordination, Private. We settled this on the battlefield. Who dares throw a snowball at royalty?
Wait a minute. Where'd all this snow come from anyway?
Oh no, not again.
And so the paradise that the ponies had found was soon lost, buried beneath a thick blanket of snow and hard feelings. Instead of beautiful, it was blizzardy. Instead of wonderful, it was wintry. Instead of spectacular, it was snowtacular. Instead of...
We get it! Move on!
Every pony was forced to seek shelter. They searched high and low, but the only shelter for miles was a cold and desolate cave. And, of course, the 3 tribes had to share it, and no pony was too happy about that.
Please, Commander Hothead. It's Commander Hurricane. Please, Commander, could you just stand back and give me my royal space? You mean like this, Your Highness? Indeed not. You see this invisible line? Private, outline our territory for every pony to see. See this real non-invisible line? No unicorns or Earth Ponies are allowed to cross it. This is the sovereign territory of Pegasopolis.
Clover the Clever? Smart cookie!
I know. What are you doing? Don't go around the rock, go over it! I'm not giving up an inch of territory to the enemy.
That rock is clearly on the Unicornia side of the cave, and it belongs to us. Who knows? There could be jewels inside.
I claim this rock for Pegasopolis!
Unhand that rock this instant, you scoundrel! Oh, look! You found my rock! I've been looking for it everywhere.
Hey! You invaded our territory!
Finders keepers, losers weepers!
That's the last straw!
Give me my rock! A royal order! Put it! Start it! Look, Everypony! The entrance!
Great! Now there's no way out! We're trapped!
You two deserve this horrible fate! You've done nothing but argue and fight with each other!
You've been fighting too, Your Highness!
Yeah, worse! I haven't been fighting nearly as much as you! How ridiculous! A unicorn never stoops to fighting!
That's just because you wimpy unicorns know you never win! Earth Ponies are numbskulls!
Pegasi are brutes! Unicorns are snobs! What is that thing? They must be Wendigos. Wendigos? My mentor, Star Swirl the Bearded, taught me about them. They're winter spirits that feed off fighting and hatred. The more hate the spirit feels, the colder things become.
Then this is our fault. We three tribes. We brought this blizzard to our home by fighting and not trusting each other. Now it's destroying this land too.
And now our bodies will become as cold as our hearts. All because we were foolish enough to hate. Well, I don't hate you. I actually hate Commander Hurricane a lot more than I hate you guys. Actually, I don't really hate her. I just really dislike her.
Well, I don't hate you guys either.
Nor do I.
No matter what our differences, we're all ponies.
What was that?
I didn't know unicorns could do that.
I didn't either. Nothing like this has ever happened before. But I know it couldn't have been just me. It came from all three of us, joined together, in friendship.
All through the night, the three ponies kept the fire of friendship alive by telling stories to one another and by singing songs, which of course became the winter carols that we all still sing today. Eventually, the warmth of the fire and singing and laughing reached the leaders, and their bodies began to thaw. And it even began to melt their hearts. The three leaders agreed to share the beautiful land and live in harmony ever afterwards. And together, they named their new land
Equestria!
hearts, we cannot drift apart. The quarrels arise, their numbers are few. Laughter and singing will see us through, will see us through. We are a circle of pony friends, a circle of friends will be to the very end.
We should be so honored that Princess Celestia chose us. She must really think we exemplify what good friends are.
Applejack, I thought you closed all the windows.
Don't blame me. Rainbow Dash should have flown up there and shut it. After all, she's got wings.
Why do I always have to do all the high-up chores? Why can't Twilight use her magic for a change?
Oh, well,
come on.
for goodness sakes, stop playing.
You know what? I got it.
Thank you. You must be new. I'm Apple Bloom.
I'm Grandpere.
Welcome to Ponyville.
You mean welcome back to Ponyville. Grandpere was originally from here before he opened his famous Pear Jam store in Vancouver.
Really? Why'd you move back?
Well, I needed a change of pace.
Huh. This is delicious. I can't believe I've gone my whole life without ever having this.
Glad you like it.
How much?
Now.
Wow, thanks, Mr. Grandpere, sir. It was real nice meeting you.
Glad you're back, Sugar Cube. Just in time for breakfast for dinner.
I got the perfect topper for flapjacks at the market today.
Pear jam? What were you thinking? Quick, hide it!
Huh?
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony.
I used to wonder what friendship could be.
My little pony.
Until you all shared its magic with me.
Big adventure.
Tons of fun.
A beautiful heart, faithful and strong.
Sharing kindness.
It's an easy feat.
And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends? What's the big deal? It's just pear jam.
The big deal is that there is a long-standing feud between the apples and the pears.
Yep.
Why?
Why? Well, actually, I'm not really sure. You have any idea, Big Mac?
Nope.
Then I guess we should ask Granny? Ask me what?
What goes better with apple fritter flapjacks? Caramel syrup or praline?
Praline?
Ooh, that smells great, Applejack. I'm gonna go wash up for supper. Be right back.
Listen, Sugar Cube, anytime Big Mac and I ever asked Granny about the feud or the pears, she'd get so upset she couldn't talk. Best not bring it up.
Okay, but that Grandpere was really nice to me, even though I'm an apple. I wonder what happened.
Me too. But if we can't ask Granny, I don't know who... We can ask Goldie Delicious. If any pony knows about the feud, it's the family historian.
I'm in. What do you say, Big Mac? Sibling trip first thing tomorrow?
Yep.
Now that's how you make an entrance. Or is it an exit? Well, anyway, it's so wonderful to see you three. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, Goldie, we were hoping you could tell us about the
feud with the apples and the pears.
Oh dear. Well, does Granny Smith know you're here?
No, ma'am. But I ran into Grandpa yesterday, and he was real nice. Maybe the feud was a misunderstanding or something, and we can fix it?
Well, I don't know about that, little one, but if it's the story you're after, I suppose you have a right to know. And let's see, I've got a stack of books here someplace. Oh, Happy Family History, Volume 137. Here we are. Feud with the bears. Pears. My eyes ain't what they used to be. A long time ago, Sweet Apple Acres wasn't the only farm in Ponyville. In fact, there was another one just right next door.
Come and get your apples. Nothing sweeter than biting into a crisp apple on a beautiful fall day.
Unless, of course, you could bite into a juicy pear.
Please, pears are just what happens when you ain't no good at farming apples.
Pears are nature's candy. Apples are sour, like the expression on your face right now.
And so it went. The Granny and Grandpa were always at each other. Who was the best farmer? Who took better care of their trees? If Granny read to her trees at night?
And then the little tree reached its branches up to the moon, and the moon said, "Good night."
Why, then Grandpa had special blankets made for his trees so they wouldn't get cold.
Good night, trees. I've got you covered.
In fact, all the apples and the pears were rivals to the core. The only apple and pear who ever got along were Bright Macintosh and Pear Butter.
I'm not supposed to talk to you.
I'm not supposed to talk to you either.
My mom says if you hold a buttercup under your chin, it'll make your chin glow. But it doesn't work on me. See?
Does it work on me?
It sure does, Buttercup.
Buttercup. I like that name.
Wait an apple-picking minute. Bright Mac and Buttercup, those are our parents' names.
Of course, Buttercup was just a nickname your father gave your mother. Pear Butter. Well, that was her given name.
Are you saying our mother was a pear?
So we are half pear?
I can't believe it. How did we not know?
Well, no pony called your mother Pear Butter. And her cutie mark was a preserved jar, but Pear Butter don't look too much different from apple butter, so no clues there.
Is there anything else you can tell us about them?
I know they loved each other very much. They had that magical, star-kissed, other side of a rainbow kind of love. You couldn't be around them too long and not feel a little bit lighter than air yourself.
Anything else?
I'd need volume 138 for that. I'm sure I could wrangle it in a couple of days.
That's all right, Goldie. It was nice just to hear it.
I just remembered something. Your dad and his buddy Burnt Oak would get in all kinds of trouble together as colts.
Burnt Oak? The firewood sales pony? I haven't seen him in ages.
He and your dad were thick as thieves back in the day. Y'all should talk to him.
Well, if it isn't the apples, what can I do for you? I know you're not here for firewood. You got more trees than any pony in Ponyville.
You're right. We're not here for that.
You come to ask about your dad?
Yup.
Well, I wondered if you might. Hoped you would. It's nice to talk about him. We had a lot of laughs. In fact, this one time, we were racing to see who could till the fastest, and Bright Mac was leaving me in the dust. He would have won, too, if he wasn't so distracted.
Oh! Pear Butter, what did you do?
I'm not sure.
You didn't do it, sir.
Excuse me?
The water silo. It was my fault.
Well, you owe me a new silo, boy. And you? Come with me. No daughter of mine is going to make goo-goo eyes at an apple.
Grandpa never would have known it was your father's fault. But there was no way he'd let your mother take the blame for something he did.
So Dad was super honest. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh, Applejack?
Your dad worked the apple farm all day and then headed over to the pears on his breaks to fix the water silo. I didn't see him for weeks. Not that he minded. Gave him a chance to get to know your mom.
Did you know our mom, too?
Buttercup was a real peach of a pear. But if you want to know more about her, you should ask Mrs. Cake.
Mrs. Cake?
She and your mom were inseparable when they were fillies.
Then let's go. Thanks, Burnt Oak.
Would it be okay if we stopped by again sometime to hear more stories?
I'd like that very much.
Well, cinnamon sugar on toast. All 3 apple siblings. Hi, Mrs. Cake. We heard you and our ma used to be real good friends, and we were hoping you could tell us a bit about her.
Oh, I would love to. I never knew the right time to bring it up, but I'm so glad you came. For starters, did you all know that it was your mom who convinced me to pursue baking?
But isn't your name Mrs. Cake?
Not always. Back when I was Chiffon Swirl, I had no idea what I was supposed to do. But one day, your mom brought me some candied pears, eggs, flour, sugar, and vanilla, and told me to just be creative. Next thing I knew, I was whipping up pear upside-down cake, and I got my cutie mark. It was like she knew what I was supposed to do long before I did.
Just like you, Sugar Cube. Or rather, you're just like her.
That was the first of many cakes for me, and Buttercup was with me through it all. She'd be my taste tester, help with the decorating, and prep new ingredients. Over the years, I perfected my recipes. Your mom did so much for me.
One day, I wanted to surprise her with a cake.
Oh, it's just you. Sorry. I just brought you a little something to say thank you. But I see you're busy.
Promise you won't say anything?
What in tarnation are you doing, Bright Neck? We do not fraternize with pears! Patooey!
You and Bright Mac? Oh, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Your families hate each other.
I can't help it. We just sorta happened.
Then Pear Butter told me the sweetest love story I have ever heard.
Happy 131,456-hour anniversary, darling.
What? That's way longer than we've been together.
I know, but it's the anniversary of the first time I called you Buttercup. It's okay if you didn't get me anything.
Actually, I did.
A guitar? For me? But I don't know how to play.
Quiet, you.
We're far apart in every way, but you're the best part of my day. And sure as I breathe the air, I know we are the perfect pair on a pretty but it's worth it just to see you smile. And I cannot be pulled apart from the hold you have of my heart. And even if the world tells us it's wrong, you're in my head like a catchy song.
Wow, it's just wow.
Do you like it? Be honest now.
It's the best gift you could have given me.
Seasons change and leaves may fall, but I'll be with you through them all. And rain or shine, you'll always be mine. On a prickly path that goes on for miles, you're the only one who makes it all worthwhile. And you should not blame me too if I can't help falling in love with you.
Hey, no fair. I was gonna tell you the same thing.
You're just mad I beat you to it.
I'm telling you, I was gonna pull you up, cover your eyes, lead you over here, and say surprise. And then you'd say, oh, Bright Mac, I love it. And then I'd say, I love you. Too bad it didn't work out, though.
Yep, too bad.
The pears are moving.
I mean, I figured the pears moved, but I didn't know all that stuff happened before with Granny and Grandpa.
It must have been really hard on our parents.
Oh, it was.
We're moving to Vancouver? But that's so far.
It's what's best. There's acres of untouched land and a warehouse to make our jams. We'll get to expand our business and get away from those gosh darn apples.
Pear Butter was devastated, but seeing no way out of it, she did what she had to do.
So, that's it?
What do you want me to do, Bright Mac? We're moving. I love you, but I have to stay with my family.
Then Bright Mac did the most romantic thing I've ever seen any pony do.
What did he do?
We're gonna need one more pony to tell that story.
Mayor, you knew our parents?
Not as well as Mrs. Cake, but I did play a part in their love story. The night before the Pear family moved, Bright Mac asked me to meet him at the edge of Sweet Apple Acres.
I don't want to be apart from you, ever. I'm not sure what we'll do, but I'm sure of us. So sure that I'd marry you today.
I would too.
I think that's my cue. I had the honor of officiating your parents' secret wedding, and it was perfect. Bright Mac knew Buttercup wouldn't want a big splash.
Reminds me of some pony else I know.
Yep.
So they had a special way to seal their vows. I now pronounce you...
What is going on? What's with all these here candles?
Pear Butter, where are you? You're supposed to be packing. What are you two doing?
Ma, Grandpa, Buttercup and I are in love.
What? And we'll be married as soon as Mayor says...
Oh, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Doesn't that feel nice? Mwah.
What are you talking about? Married? You two can't be married.
Finally, something we can agree on. Pear Butter, enough of this nonsense. We're moving, and you gotta stick with your family.
But the apples are my family now, too.
You can't be serious. Are you choosing to be an apple over being a pear?
Are you making me choose?
Yes, I am.
Then yeah, I guess I am.
Fine.
I can't
can't believe Grandpa just up and left Ma like that. No wonder Granny never told us about any of this.
These things are never easy.
And it's hard to know when it is a good time.
It seems to me that now's as good a time as any.
To talk to both our grandparents. Excuse me, Grandpa?
I'm Applejack, and this year's Big Macintosh. But you already know who we are, don't you?
Sure do.
Did you really move to Ponyville just for a change of pace?
No.
Then you came here because you're sorry and you want to get to know us too?
I'm so sorry. I was just so angry, but I never...
It's in the past, Grandpa. Oh, can I call you Grandpa?
Sure can.
Now, where'd you all get to? I ain't seen Hydra Harriers all day.
We've been all over, learning about our parents.
Me you have?
And our grandfather.
So, you're back,
Sure am. Never should have left.
Finding you and learning all about Mom and Dad, I feel like I found a piece of me I didn't even know was missing.
Hearing their story makes me feel closer to them somehow.
I'm sorry. I should have told you all about him sooner.
And I should have been here. I can't believe I let a silly feud keep me from my family.
Nothing's keeping you from us now. Let's not miss anything else.
Applejack's right. Welcome back, prickly old pear.
Thanks, you old crabapple.
Now that we're all together, there's something we want to show you. Mom and Dad left us something to remember them by. Come on!
It's beautiful.
It's impossible.
If anything's gonna make it through, it's apples and pears.